The female psyche is a complex and fascinating thing. When a woman senses a shift in the dynamics of a relationship, particularly when she perceives a man's interest waning, her reactions are rarely straightforward. They are often a whirlwind of instinct, strategy, and deep-seated anxieties playing out in ways both subtle and overt. Understanding these reactions, however, is not about manipulation or taking advantage. It's about developing a deeper understanding of the delicate dance between men and women. It's about recognizing the patterns, the motivations, and the deep-seated psychological mechanisms that drive human behavior in the realm of romantic connection. Over the next few minutes, we'll delve into the intricate world of female psychology, exploring the common reactions women exhibit when they realize they might be losing a man's interest. We'll dissect the motivations behind these behaviors, providing you with insights to navigate these complex situations with clarity, confidence, and wisdom. One of the most common and often misinterpreted reactions a man will encounter when a woman senses his interest waning is a sudden surge of attentiveness. This isn't mere coincidence, it's a primal instinct kicking in. When a woman feels a man pulling away, it triggers a deep-seated fear of loss. It disrupts the sense of security and validation she derives from the connection. This, in turn, activates a primal drive to re-establish her significance in your life. This newfound attentiveness can manifest in various ways. You might find her initiating conversations more frequently, asking about your day with genuine interest, or going out of her way to spend time with you. She may shower you with compliments, laugh a little louder at your jokes, or display a newfound interest in your hobbies and passions. These actions, while seemingly positive, are often driven by an underlying anxiety. She's testing the waters, trying to gauge your reactions, and seeking reassurance that her place in your life is secure. The danger for men is misinterpreting these actions as a sign that their interest is reciprocated. It's tempting to fall back into old patterns, to mirror her enthusiasm, and to believe that the connection is stronger than ever. However, this is precisely where a man must tread carefully. Reacting too eagerly, becoming overly available, or showering her with attention will only serve to undo the power shift that inevitably occurs when a man consciously decides to withdraw his energy. Instead, maintain your composure. Respond to her advances with courtesy and respect, but don't overcommit. Keep your focus on your own goals and aspirations. Let her come to you. Let her earn your attention. This measured approach accomplishes two crucial things. First, it prevents you from falling back into old patterns of seeking validation and approval. Second, it forces her to confront the reality of the situation, to acknowledge that your attention is not a given, but something to be earned. Once a woman realizes her initial attempts to regain your attention haven't yielded the desired results, she'll often shift tactics and begin testing your resolve. This is where things can get particularly tricky, as her tests are often designed to elicit a reaction, to gauge the depth of your feelings, and to reassert a sense of control. One common test involves acting cold or distant. This sudden shift in demeanor is a calculated move designed to provoke a response. She wants to see if you'll chase after her, if you'll shower her with attention, if you'll crumble under the pressure of her withdrawal. Another common tactic is attempting to incite jealousy. She might casually mention other men, subtly or not so subtly, flaunt her social life, or create situations designed to make you feel like you're missing out. The goal here is to trigger your competitive instincts, to make you feel insecure, and to force you to fight for her attention. In some cases, she might become more demanding or critical. She might pick fights over trivial matters, question your every move, or accuse you of not caring. This behavior is often a manifestation of her own internal frustration and insecurity, a desperate attempt to regain a sense of control over the situation. The key to navigating these tests is to remain unflappable. Don't react emotionally. Don't chase after her when she's cold. Don't engage in arguments or try to justify your actions. And most importantly, don't let her attempts to incite jealousy affect your sense of self-worth. Remember, these tests are often a reflection of her own insecurities, not necessarily a reflection of your worth as a man. By remaining calm, composed, and unaffected by her games, you demonstrate a level of emotional maturity and self-assurance that is incredibly attractive to women. As a woman grapples with the realization that she might be losing a man's interest, her emotions can become a whirlwind of contradictions. One minute she's warm and affectionate, the next she's distant and aloof. This emotional unpredictability can be incredibly confusing, even frustrating, for men who are ill-equipped to handle it. This roller coaster of emotions stems from the internal conflict she's experiencing. On one hand, she desires your attention and validation. On the other hand, her pride and fear of rejection make it difficult for her to express these needs directly. This is why you might experience moments of intense connection, where she showers you with affection and expresses her feelings openly, followed by periods of withdrawal, where she seems distant, cold, or even hostile. It's crucial to understand that these emotional fluctuations are not always conscious or manipulative. They are often a subconscious manifestation of her internal struggle, a way of processing the complex emotions she's experiencing. The worst thing you can do in these situations is to get caught up in the drama. Don't try to analyze her every mood swing. Don't try to fix her problems or offer unsolicited advice. And most importantly, don't let her emotional state dictate your own. Instead, maintain your composure. Be a source of stability and strength. Respond to her warmth with warmth, but don't chase after her when she's cold. Let her know that you're there for her, but don't allow yourself to be dragged into her emotional turmoil. Remember, a woman wants a man who can handle her at her best and her worst. A man who remains grounded and secure in the face of her emotional storms. By providing this stability, you not only make yourself more attractive, but you also create a space for her to work through her emotions in a healthy and productive way. When a woman realizes she's at risk of losing a man's interest, her instincts will often drive her to reignite the flame, to recapture the spark that initially drew you to her. This phase is often marked by a noticeable shift in her behavior, a conscious effort to become more appealing, more desirable, and more engaging. One of the most obvious ways women attempt to reignite the flame is through their physical appearance. You might notice her dressing more provocatively, paying closer attention to her hair and makeup, or showcasing her best features in ways that are hard to miss. This isn't vanity. It's a primal instinct to enhance her attractiveness and reignite your desire. Beyond the physical, she might also make an effort to align herself more closely with your interests and preferences. If you've mentioned a particular hobby or passion, she might suddenly express an interest in it, suggesting you do it together or engaging you in conversations about it. This is her way of bridging the gap, of showing you that you have common ground and of reigniting the connection you once shared. You might also notice her becoming more agreeable, more playful, or more flirtatious. She might laugh more easily at your jokes, initiate light-hearted banter, or reminisce about fond memories you've shared. This is her way of reminding you of the good times, of the easy chemistry you once had, and of the woman you were initially drawn to. While it's natural to feel flattered by these efforts, it's crucial to maintain your composure. Don't immediately fall back into old patterns simply because she's putting in more effort. A high-value man doesn't reward bad behavior. He rewards genuine change and consistent effort. Observe her actions closely. Is this a temporary shift in behavior, a reaction to feeling insecure, or is it a genuine desire to rebuild the connection? Your ability to discern between the two will determine the long-term success of the relationship. The intricacies of male-female dynamics are often fraught with misunderstanding and misinterpretation. When a woman senses a man's interest waning, her reactions are rarely about manipulation, but rather a complex interplay of instinct, emotion, and a deep-seated desire for connection. By understanding the psychological underpinnings of these reactions, men can navigate these situations with greater clarity, compassion, and wisdom. It's not about gaining the upper hand or exploiting vulnerabilities, but about fostering understanding and building stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Remember, the dance between men and women is a delicate one. It requires empathy, self-awareness, and a willingness to see beyond the surface. By approaching these dynamics with an open mind and a compassionate heart, we can build relationships that are both passionate and enduring.